Okay, so before I start on board repair, I need to test this machine. It's acting a little bit weird. So I need to check sensors. Basically, this one's just being slow. I know the battery's bad. I just want to check sensors. There's a new tool that I'm using on machines that I do not have ASD on, so I need the 2015 and up stuff. There's this tool called Tech Tool 11 or Tech Tool 12, I don't know. But it's actually very good. I've been using it, and it's actually a pretty decent tool for sensor stuff. I'll show you guys in a second once it boots up finally. Because it's on a spinning hard drive that I had sitting around, so it's not the fastest drive. Sometimes it'll start up weird into OS X recovery. It really depends. So we're just going to let this start up, and then we can test sensors and see if everything's okay. Should be fine. I think it's just a bad battery. We will see. Aaron and Ed is here. Hope you guys are doing well. Frostburn is here. Okay, let's hope that this works. Sometimes it'll go into that password reset mode, sometimes not. That's just Mac OS recovery doing weird stuff. There we go. So we're going to go right here. Tech Tool 11. Tech Tool Pro 11. It's 130 bucks. This isn't paid shilling or anything. I'm just using it. There we go. Close. Do not show again. Get out of here. Where's sensors? Sensors test. Run sensors test. All sensors test pass. Let's do battery test. Let's see. Okay. I know this battery is trash. Let's see if this actually passes a bad battery. Checking battery. Passed. Unreal. All right, now let's try a working battery to see if this thing will work. See if we have an actual bad battery or board issue, because I don't think I've ever seen a board issue on one of these that and again, it's possible. Let's grab a battery. We will test it. Okay, battery. Which one of you is good? I don't know if you're good. You're good. I know you're good because you have a Protect Restore stamp on you. So if I unplug this, it'll shut right off. Chris Long is here. So I am going to grab, unplug the battery. Let's plug a different battery in. This is a pain. I'm just going to pull the old battery with it on. What software is this? This is Tech Tool Pro 11. Again, it just passed a known failed battery, so I would only use it for sensors. Sensors and memory test. Even the sensors, unlike the new ones, it's kind of worth it to have something pre-boot, you know, not in the OS that can test sensors. You can get HW Monitor 2, works the same, but at least this will tell you what's normal and what's not. Is it worth the $130? Why does your table cam look identical to Lewis? I don't know because I have a similar table. Actually, the same table because I bought it from the link of his channel. Okay, guys, please do not start that nonsense again about copying Lewis. Here's a battery because I will not put up with it. I'm sick of hearing that. And yeah. How dare I get the same bench Lewis has? I must be impersonating him. Okay, so now the battery shows charging, and it shows 39%. Let's see, does it shut off still? No. Okay, so this was a known bad battery that the software passed, so that's no good. At least we know that our sensors are good. So let's look. So sensors, this will actually tell you all the readings of everything. So if you want to look and double check to make sure that nothing's funny, it actually has what the heck? OBS crashed. This was not supposed to be like this. Okay, end stream. End stream. I'll be right back. Okay, are we back? Are we back? Or no? Tell me if we're back. Okay, we're back. How do you dispose of your used UC cleaner? We don't talk about how I get rid of that here. I clearly use perfectly environmentally sound methods to dispose of the used ultrasonic cleaning fluid. I do not dispose of that in any manner that would involve dumping it in the parking lot, ever. It's disposed in a environmentally friendly, safe manner. So here's our sensors. They're all reading fine. So we're good to go. This thing now, we'll just run a little stress test on it, and this is good to go. Let me call the guy, let him know he has a bad battery and a bad trackpad. So, I'm not going to record the call. It should not be back. It should not be at 144p. Yeah. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just running the internal diagnostic just to double check, make sure it's charging and everything. And then we're good to go on an actual board repair. It's taking a long time. It's taking an unusually long time. No issues found, so this is good to go. I will put the old battery back in since now we know it works. Okay, let me get something real quick, and then we'll get on to the actual board repair. Or actual board repairs. I need to get a price for the parts on this. This is an A1466. Where is it? 1466. MacBook Air. 2013 or 2000, whatever, it's all the same stuff. Let's see, top case. That's cheap. When I said touchpad and cable, it sounds really bad because it sounds really expensive, but it's actually not. Let's see, what ticket are you? 4862. Hi Tim, I have an 820-3462. I'm sorry to really hear you have an 820-3462. Mouse is lagging and keyboard really slow. Same as sensor problem, but only sensor is bad from the battery. But another board is working without lag with same battery, and it shows same battery temp sensor errors. Can it be because of SMC or SPI version? No. Generally no, unless the SMC firmware is screwed up. When you say you check sensors, how did you check sensors? You need to run Apple Service Diagnostic ASD3S155 OS version, not EFI version, and let me know what it says. And we can go from there. Also, you sure it's not lagging from like a bad hard drive or SSD or something? Where are the bottom case screws for this? Right here. Okay, so you are done. I'm going to put you back in the slot. Let's grab the next one. You need to run ASD OS version, not EFI version. Two different things, two different purposes. EFI version is a lot less intensive. Yeah, run OS version. We'll tell you a lot more. Okay, so here we have an A1708 with the report of liquid damage. So let's open the bottom case and let's see what we find. After we get it open, we'll try and turn it on and see. This is pretty clean. I don't see anything here. It doesn't look that corroded at all. But this says liquid damage. Let's plug this in and let's see what it does. Okay, so we get 5 volts, we get 10 volts, we get 20 volts, and 0.58 milliamps, and the fan is spinning. So this actually works. Let's see if it has image. Do you have image? Okay, so it just posted, and it looks like it does light up. A little bit of junk on the screen, which most likely is a bad LCD. See if we get a question mark. This has been one of those weeks where there's liquid damage stuff and it just works for some reason, and then the whole board is all corroded. I had this MacBook Air that I'm editing a video on, actually the one I just looked at. U7600 was corroded, U7400 was corroded, the SMC was corroded, the backlight driver was corroded, the CPU MOSFETs were corroded, everything was corroded and the thing worked. Okay, so this actually works. This turns on. So this is, in the video that I'm going to upload, I explain the importance of inspecting the board when this happens rather than just saying it works. Because a lot of times you'll find something really nasty that for whatever reason it's making intermittent contact and it works. So we are going to have a look at this board. We're going to pull it out and have a look. See if we see anything that warrants attention. If not, I could just get away with an ultrasonic cleaning, and that's it. Sometimes it's all they need. There's corrosion under the CPU or something that prevents it from turning on, or it turns on intermittently. New setup looks super clean. Thank you. I'm liking the new setup. As long as people don't start saying I'm copying Lewis, I should have no problem with it. So those kind of people are going to get banned. You know what? I don't like this substance inside of here. I'm going to get gloves.
In fact, it's actually all we do.
Mm-hmm.
But people still say we do.
Yeah. Of course they do. I had somebody call yesterday or the day before, well, I'm having an issue with Facebook on my Windows PC. It's like, I'm sorry. I can't help you. Why is my friends list not popping up? I have no idea. but I can't help you.
It's not a question for me, that's a question for Facebook.
Exactly. That's what I told them. That's not an issue with your laptop. It's definitely not an issue for me because I am not touching.
Call Mark. No, I'm just kidding.
Call someone, not me.
Mark is up.
I just told him to call another local repair store.
Maybe we should put that on
That's a good idea. You know what? Yeah,
Don't worry, I'll figure it out and
yeah,
I'll show you.
that we do not service Windows laptops.
And the way you said it is cool.
What? Don't call here?
That's all we do.
Yeah, it doesn't work that though.
No, I think it does. I just think people need to see it on the homepage so that as soon as they get to it, before they click on
Mhm.
anything.
It's not so much the homepage. It's mainly the local people that call or the people from Google. I even put on Google. It even says MacBook repair specialists, and people still call.
They're like, "It's me."
We used to call customers like that picnic problems. Problem in chair, not computer. That's a good one.
Problem in
Problem in chair, not the problem in chair, not the computer. Get it? It's a problem with the person using the computer.
Oh my god, I get it now. That's freaking funny.
Okay, where is there another screw? It feels like there's a screen. Make a tab on your web page that says Windows Repair and send them to a 404 page. Yeah, but then they're gonna call and say, "Hey, your website's broken." I used to get when I was in that my old store, they would do computer repair, right? So I didn't have the same hours as them, and then people would show up early there demanding, that they would call my number because my number was on the door too that said specifically MacBook Logic board repair with my number and everything. And what would happen is they would get calls. Angry people that want their stuff from the other store would call me and get mad at me, and I try to tell them, I don't work here. I can't help you. I don't work here. I'm so glad I'm out of that situation. That was a lousy situation. Okay, let's have a look. So our board is out. I almost have a feeling this board was cleaned. I don't know. Why is my microscope being so funny? Come on. Work properly. Okay. So the most common areas to get hit is right around this area. See that little bit of corrosion, nothing too major. Let's see. Let's keep looking. This does not look too bad. GPU MOSFETs, areas common, looks okay. Trackpad connectors common, looks okay. Yeah, everything right here is not too terrible. What about this side? Okay, so most likely this is some intermittent power issue. So our only clue here, since the board is relatively clean, is this chip. Let's see what this chip does, and let's see if this is important in relating to power. If it's not relating to power, then we could just ultrasonically clean it, and we're fine. But if it is relating to something required for power up, then we should address it. So Paul Daniels' software is being incredibly slow for some reason. I need to ask him what's up. This is probably my computer. Most likely. Okay, so this is U2890. And this is Thunderbolt, SPI, MISO. Yeah, this is not important. Okay, so in this case, I think we can just get away with an ultrasonic cleaning here and we'd be fine. So this is going to go in the ultrasonic. Let's check one last area under the screen connector. No, I got it. Okay, I am back. I apologize. Okay, so this board just needs ultrasonic cleaning. I'm going to take off the screen connector just to confirm. See if there's any junk under here. Nope, that's nice and clean. So good deal. Meantime, I'm going to make you guys go deaf when I put on the ultrasonic cleaner because it's right near my station now. And let's grab the next one. Okay, what do we have here? What's a fun one? There's no fun ones left. It's all end of the pile stuff. It's gonna slow down. It's gonna slow down until after Christmas. That's normal. That's usually what happens. Okay, so this is a random beeping A1278 from 2010. So this is probably dead MCP89. I'm gonna wait for the ultrasonic to finish before I work on it because I know you're not gonna be able to hear me. Also on the website, don't publish anything. Okay, because I just thought because half of it's like all torn apart. You can tell me right now. Like I don't. I'm just waiting on. Mhm. Yeah, no more. None. I would put it on the local to AV page. Like, I can't think of the word. Or I can't. I know the word, but I can't say it because my brain doesn't work. Yeah, but put on there either we somewhere that we do not service Windows machines. Yeah, specific. Okay, so that's one side done. So I'm gonna get a short amount of this video in, just so people don't get bored. So anything like this, okay, it could be a dying MCP89. One really quick test that we can test the MCP89 is to measure resistance on PP3V42. If it is below 20 kilo ohms to ground, then it is most likely dead. If it is above 20 kilo ohms to ground, then it is most likely fine. So this is an 8202879, and this software, my computer is running incredibly slow for some reason. I don't know why. Let's message Paul for help. Let's see if Paul saves the day. Okay, so we need to check resistance to ground on PP3V42. And once we can... Okay, so let's see. 2879. 2879. Are your graphics driver up to date and working? I believe it's working. I also just overclocked this thing, so that might have something to do with it. Let's see, is this thing okay, before bugging Paul, is this thing thermal throttling? Because that's a very real possibility. Because I don't even hear the fan, I don't think. Okay, what's my CPU temperature? Okay, CPU is pulling 115 amps. CPU temperature is 39 degrees Celsius. And it's at 3.8 gigahertz, so I don't see a problem there. It's not throttling. What's my GPU temperature? Okay, this doesn't even show a GPU in the system. This may be our issue here. Okay, so for whatever reason, this doesn't even show this has a GPU. Okay, it's a GPU driver issue. I'll ignore that for a while.
Is there any other brand you want me to
No.
like put out there that we don't typically use?
No, just put we do not work on anything Windows. So pretty much MacBooks and Apple stuff's the only thing I want to get, so. Okay, so as soon as this opens, PP3V42. Okay, so display capture, open board view. So I'm scrolling, but it's going incredibly slow for some reason. So PP3V42 we can measure right around here. At the edge of the board, looks like on R5077 would be a good one, or U5110. So, where are you? Off of display capture, back to microscope. Okay, Paul is here. Paul. Okay. So Paul, I'm having this issue. So open board or flex board view. I'm pulling it up. I'm scrolling right now. I'm trying to scroll and it is just going like incredibly slow. I don't know if it's an issue with my GPU or what, and hardware monitor doesn't even show it having a GPU present, so that might have something to do with it. I restarted the software and same thing. It's just like incredibly slow. It seems like it's getting slower too as I use it more. So I don't know what that is. Let's see. You know what? It's a good idea that I don't show anything there. So let's see. Display adapters. Oh shoot. Okay, never mind. It's my darn GPU. Look at this. I'm sorry to bother you, Paul. It's this. Look at this. Where is it? RX 580 series. Windows has stopped this device because it has reported problems. Okay, so this is running the graphics acceleration on the CPU, and that's why it does not work. Okay, so I'm sorry, Paul. This is my issue, not your issue. It's my darn GPU is failing or something. Or it needs a driver update. Let's see. Radeon. No AMD graphics driver is installed. An AMD driver is not functioning properly. Please install the AMD driver appropriate for AMD hardware. Lovely. B3. So on these machines, if it is less than 20 kilo ohms, it is usually a dead MCP89, which is not a replaceable part. Ohms to ground, we're going to check voltages, and we're good. Thank you for watching. I will fix my junk computer and then come back.